Processes for the registration of land in the country should not exceed 1 month. That's the target set by President Akufo-Addo to the newly constituted board of the Lands Commission. For him, the success of the board will be measured by how far it is able to implement this objective. Inaugurating the newly constituted board of the Lands Commission, the president says dishonest sale of land, poor records keeping, and fraud continues to hamper the administration of land. He warned Government's quest to develop the country will be difficult if the challenges identified are not addressed.
To land use suitability or capability, and also advise on and assist in the execution of a comprehensive program for the registration of title to land throughout the country. The Lands Commission is the only independent body, constitutional body, whose membership is such that the appointing authority has no influence on the composition of its members. As you are aware, apart from the chairperson who is appointed by the president, all other members of the commission are representatives of professional bodies, the regional lands commissions, ministries, agencies, and the National House of Chiefs, nominated by the bodies themselves. This is so because the framers of the Constitution appreciated the importance of land to the socio-economic development of the country. All human activities revolve around land, and thus access to land is one of the most important factors in the development of every nation. Regrettably, despite the various interventions by successive governments, most of the challenges in our land administration still persist, including dishonest sales of lands, poor record keeping at the Commission, encroachment of public lands, and the fraudulent registration of land. For example, names of different people when the same Lands Commission is responsible for registration. Why should documents or files submitted to the Lands Commission mysteriously disappear when the Lands Commission ought to be the chief custodian of such important documents? Why should it take years to register just a plot of land? Our quest to transform our economy, to bring about the much-needed development and prosperity, cannot be achieved without effective land administration. Investors will be frightened away if they spend good money to acquire land as a major tool for production, only to realize that what they acquired is litigation that spans years and sometimes decades.
The 17-member board, drawn from various institutions, are to lead reforms at the Lands Commission. President Akufo-Addo says the commission must prioritize moving from manual record keeping to digital as a first step.
I'm happy to learn that a committee has been constituted and the processes leading to the recommendation for the divesting of vested lands have commenced. I expect to receive your recommendations as soon as possible and act on them. Chairperson and members of the Commission, as you take office, one of the things you must pursue aggressively is the digitization of the records of the Lands Commission. Most of the reforms needed to build efficient land administration will be within our reach if we're able to move away from manual registration to digital registration. We must therefore work assiduously to ensure that the digitization program works. Our target is to ensure that the registration takes a maximum of 1 month. And I dare say, the Ghanaian people will assess the success of your tenure based on how far this objective is attained. Let me also add that your duty to manage public lands is a very onerous one. These lands are vested in the President as trustee for the people of Ghana. As managers of these lands on behalf of the state, you must ensure judicious use of such lands for the good people of Ghana. It is important to note that no public land is vested in any government institution. The same will be contrary to the dictates of the Constitution. Public lands are allocated to government institutions, therefore remain public lands, vested in the President and managed by the Commission. Indeed, the new Lands Act prohibits the grant of any interest in land, in public land, other than user rights to any public institution.